What's up, everybody? Tonight's review is about the new for 2013 Cold Steel Tanto Spike. This is a really fantastic blade. I have to say I had no chance to have one of the old models in my hand, so I can't compare it to the old ones. But those didn't really float my boat. This is a fantastic knife. And today, or tonight, it's really late, I'm kind of prepared to do this review. Still not scripted, but I have a lot of stuff planned. So, first, okay, really first, I will show you how it looks concealed. I have to stand up a little bit for that. Doesn't really print, and I deliberately put on a bright orange shirt for that. Doesn't really, you don't know it's there if you haven't seen me putting it under my shirt. And that's the way I carry it, although this gutted black paracord I looped through the sheath. It can work as a pocket knife as well, if you just loop it like that through your belt loop on your jeans or cargo shorts or pants or whatever, and you can just carry it in your pocket, and that way when you deploy it, this will catch and you have the knife in your hand and the sheath dangles from your pocket. So sheath retention, amazing, really clicks in place. It rattles minimally, just a little bit, but the detention is still fantastic. It's because there is quite some space, so the blade or the cutting edge doesn't really rub on some plastic and cuts every time. Let's measure it. The sheath itself is 5 inches long, and the blade length of the actual knife is 4 inches, and the handle length is exactly 4 inches. So quite a large knife. Has a nice finger choil. It's really slim, and this slimness really, well, it was really surprising to me when I unpacked it. It was slimmer than I thought, and it still is very comfortable. And this is the way it's supposed to be held, I guess. If I had a bandsaw or some kind of tools, I would take off that top hilt, because I think this, with this grip, you can't really do much utility work. Of course, it's self-defense oriented, the design, but I think if that hilt were gone and up top it was flat, maybe you could do some homemade jimping up top, but I don't think you really would need that. But where my thumb automatically goes is right on that hilt, so not below it, so right on there when I want to comfortably use the blade. So that's kind of in the way, but you know, it's still good. And another thing I would modify, not only the top hilt and some jimping maybe, the spine. It's quite thick. I will measure it in millimeters, and it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3 mil thick. 3 millimeters. That's quite thick for such a knife, and I would convex it, and it's perfect to do that because it comes to a 0 saber ground or V grind edge. Also on the Tanto point, it's the Americanized Tanto, and it's really fucking sharp. This knife, okay, that wasn't perfect at all. I have some paper here. It's a little bit stronger than the copy paper or printer paper, but really, this is amazingly sharp, and I already used that for utility work, and this has virtually no resistance. The point is very sharp. Can also do some fine work with that. Need to find good angle, but yeah, it's very sharp, very sharp. Zero ground, incredibly easy to sharpen. It's I think it's 4116 steel, and I have only good experiences with that steel. German Crkt steel, or Krupp. My Pendleton Light Hunter and my Roach Belly, also from Cold Steel, are made of that steel, and I love those. Those are keep an edge well. They are pretty rust resistant for a knife guy like me. Of course, I always tend to take care of my knives more than even for food. Really fantastic knife. Another fixed blade neck knife. I really love the Cold Steel neck knives, and I wanted to get the beaver tack or beaver tail. I think it's called beaver tail, but the price it's kind of way up there. So $40, $45 for me shipped. That's kind of a lot, and it has bead blasted blade, which I don't like as much, but oh well. Also, a very nice option for neck carry is the Pro Guard / Point Guard. I think it's now called the Pro Guard. It's basically a finger hole and also a small grip for 2 fingers to choke up, and it's a Warncliffe. Really nice knife, but I wanted to get it, but just the price is a little bit too high for me, with shipping, of course. If it's $35 where you get one, but for me you have to count in $12 to $15 shipping always. So I will compare this one to a bunch of knives I have lying on the table. First, some fixed blade neck knives. Also very nice sheath and everything. Micarta handles. This is the, well, let's compare it in the sheath first. Size comparison next to each other. This is the Benchmark Backpacker. This is a great knife. A lot smaller, obviously, and I don't have the weight on the top of my head, but it doesn't really matter now. You can look that up. It's called the internet. So another Cold Steel neck knife. My first neck knife, I think, the Super Edge, and I hate Cold Steel serrations. Sorry, Cold Steel. It's a great little neck knife, really useful, but plain edge, man. Come on, do one in plain edge. You can also do that one in a serrated edge, but do another one in plain edge. You will get a ton of those to the people, man. So very small knife. It's almost the same size as the actual blade length, so just a tad over 4 inches. And the carry package, of course, is quite smaller. I carried that one, by the way, as not only as a secondary blade, but as a main blade, and did some utility work with it. It's not perfect for utility because, of course, you have this long, straight cutting edge, and that finger chawl, the slim grip prevents the blade to touch what you cut before your hand, and you just have to step into something and then make your cuts or cut away from you, so that will work very well. Next one, let's take a neck knife. The Crkt Minimalist. Crkt Minimalist. A lot smaller, of course. 8CR13 MO or 7CR13 MOV or something. Beat blasted. Thrashed the hell out of it. And this steel is crap. That is why I don't have never gotten the Crkt SPEW or SPEW, because the steel just doesn't hold an edge. I can cut 3 pieces of paper and it already dulled. So not a good steel. The 4116 is superior in that matter, in my opinion and my experience. So the carry package, of course. Wow, there's a lot of work for me right now. It's quite smaller, but this is a 4-inch blade. Okay, next, this is not one I carry in my pocket. It has a clip. I carry it on my belt on my 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Let's keep it in the sheath. So this is considerably heavier, of course. Also a full tang blade. And this is the Dirk Pinkerton design Mayer Co. micarta handled warning with an H. Fantastic, fantastic knife. This should be a 3-inch blade. Yeah, 2 7/8. Wonderful, wonderful knife. The sheath already got a little bit loose from carry, but oh well. So got a Kershaw knife here. This one is for belt carry also. This is the Antelope Hunter. And size-wise, those compare quite well. Just under 4 inches, the Antelope Hunter. Perfect, perfect grip on that knife. Really awesome one. Then what else? Really nice carry knife, although I don't like the sheath. If I had a Kydex sheath, oh my god, I would give my left arm for a nice Kydex sheath for this knife. This one is the Bucklight Small. From Buck, of course. This is the size comparison. And thickness wise, you could also carry that around your neck. It's a little bit heavier than the cold steel, but it's still, oh my god, it's still such a fantastic, fantastic EDC blade. I know it's for hunting and skinning and whatnot, but taking apart animals and all kinds of shit, but such an amazing, amazing knife. So size-wise, just to compare those. Of course, this one conceals much better under your shirt or under your hoodie or whatever than this one on your side, on your belt. So just to bear that in mind. So folders. This is the XL Voyager. Clip point, plain edge. And this one is interesting because you don't have a lot less of cutting edge with this one, and this one is a really strong folder, really thick, massive, kind of heavy, not too heavy though, but blade thickness just a little bit thicker, the Voyager XL, but a fixed blade always stronger. When it doesn't have a lock, it doesn't have an opportunity to fail on you. So yeah, the XL. and the medium. Just for size comparison. I don't want to show off my collection, but I think it's some knife I show you right now you might have in your collection. Like this Spyderco Tenacious. Everybody has a Tenacious, right? So take out your Tenacious, look at those knives, and you can see, well, it's about one and a half fingers longer, the cold steel. All right. So Bert Crkt 2 FRN has less of a cutting edge, but it's actually a bit longer. Has a very generous grip. And everybody has Victorinox, right? So let's take out the pen blade. This is the Victorinox knife. This is the large one, the officer. I think this one is the climber. Of course, totally different knives. Then what else? Okay, second to last. Buck Vantage Select Paper Stone Large. And finally, a knife which you should have in your collection. Opinel number 8. This one is the walnut handled one. This one has, I think it's a 3-inch blade. 3.5 inches. Wow. 3.5 inches, 4 inches. Completely different POUs on those, of course. But just for size comparison. It's also just 1 finger longer than the Opinel. Has half of an inch longer cutting edge. Yeah. Where's the sheath? Look at that. Where is it? There it is. Alright. So I hope you found this informative. Hope you can use the information I just gave you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Get this knife. Get it. I may even get another one like the Tokyo Spike. Awesome.